Hello YouTube, welcome to this mindful movement session for ovulation pain. So this is going to be a really gentle practice where we're going to be focusing on our ovaries, and you may be feeling that pain maybe just on one side, or maybe it's a radiating pain that goes down into the hips and into your lower back. So this really gentle practice is going to focus on opening up space here. We're going to be taking a couple of twists, but really gently, because we don't want to twist into that area too much. And then thinking about bringing our breath and intention down into that space to hopefully dissipate that pain. And we're actually going to start seated today, and you may want a pillow to sit on and for your head later on. Okay, let's get started. Come find a comfortable seat with me. Lovely. So once you're here, let's take a nice big breath in through the nose and let it go through the mouth. Wonderful. Relaxing down through the jaw, shoulders, down the spine. And just bringing your attention onto where you feel that sensation around your ovaries. And at this point, see if we can slow down and lengthen our exhalation. You may find it beneficial to breathe out through the mouth slowly here. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to bring our hands onto our ovaries, one on either side. And then just gently moving from side to side, using the warmth of your hands just to move across that space. You might incorporate some circles here with the hands. Just taking it really intuitively. If it feels good, you may even take your hands around towards the lower back and the sides. Using our own touch to begin to soothe ourselves. Lovely. So now we're either going to put one hand onto each ovary, or if you're feeling it on one side, pop it over just that one ovary. Good. As you inhale, breathe down into your hands, down into that space. Slowly exhaling. Couple more like that. Wonderful. When you're ready, as you inhale next, we're going to reach the arms up and overhead. Doesn't need to be the tallest seat that you've ever done, but just take a nice big stretch here. A little side to side. And again, if you are feeling it on one side, just give that side more space. Wonderful. Okay, so if you're feeling it on one side, say you're feeling it on this side, we're going to lean away from that side. Breathing in space. Lovely, staying connected to the breath. If you're feeling that pain on one side, you're going to keep on this side, we're just going to do that side. Or if you're kind of not quite sure, we're going to come over to the opposite side. And just giving that other side space. Wonderful, good. As you inhale, we're going to all come up through center. And then we're going to find ourselves in an all fours position. But this time, with our all fours, We're going to take our knees a bit wider than we usually would. So you can experiment with how wide you take them. You might even take them mat width. Soft elbows. Couple of rounds of cat-cow here. So as you inhale, dropping the belly, making space on that front side. And then as you exhale, rounding. Lovely. Take this motion just a couple of times and try not to force it here, because sometimes movement can bring on pain if we are in a sensitive part of our cycle. So just take it to a place that feels helpful to you today. Lovely. Good. You're welcome to stay on your hands, or you might benefit coming to your forearms. We're going to make some circles here with our hips. So sending them forwards and then all the way back. Just stirring the thigh bone in the hips. Starting to release some tension through those joints. Also creating some space through our lower back. This is also really great for getting circulation to our reproductive organs, which is going to be really helpful. Good, and then circling the opposite way. You can stay on the forearms, you can come up to the hands if it feels better. Keep breathing, try not to hold your breath. Good, you can keep with these circles or just begin to explore in your own way. So just listening in to your ovaries. And maybe you can find a direction that begins to give you some relief. It's a little bit intuitive. You can do this with your eyes closed. This doesn't need to look a certain way. This is all about connecting to your ovaries. Lovely, very nice. Okay, eventually from here, let's come to neutral all fours. We're going to bring our knees a little bit closer in, big toes together, and then settle into a child's pose. So you might benefit keeping space around the tummy. You might want a pillow here for a little bit of compression, maybe for your head. So just settling into child's pose of your choice. Wonderful. Take a nice smooth breath in. And let it go. Good. Option to release and relax in your child's pose. Or if it feels good, you may sway the hips from side to side. Sometimes movement helps with very sharp pain rather than holding stillness. So your choice. Good, and any of these movements today that are really helping you, remember them for future, because you can just do the ones that help you. Okay, from here we're going to press up, lift the head, tuck the toes. We're going to find a deep squat from here, so tucking over the toes, coming into a deep squat. Don't worry if those heels are lifted. It's not about perfect form or anything today or ever in my classes really. So you can keep your hands on the floor, and you may benefit from moving from side to side, just making more space in the lower back. Lots of lovely space for our belly and our womb. If you don't like how this movement feels, you may benefit from holding and just really letting the bottom be heavy. So there's always options to try. Good. Stay connected to your breath and remember that that slow exhalation is really going to help. Wonderful. Okay, from here, we're going to sit our bottom down and we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. You may feel like sitting on something at this point. So this isn't about having the legs super close to you. Maybe have them a little bit further away than you usually would. Hands onto your knees or your shins. And we're just going to take gentle rocking motions here. So as you inhale, leaning forwards. And as you exhale, leaning back. So good. Take that in your own time and lean into any parts that feel really helpful to you today. See if you can relax through your jaw and your tongue. Wonderful. Okay, next time you come forwards, options here, we can just allow ourselves to melt forwards if this feels really good. But for some of us, if you feel like you need space either side, you may move from side to side and just feel that opening through your lower back and side body. But as always, move nice and slow so your body can tell you if it's into it or not, and we're not forcing it into something that it doesn't quite want today. And then after a little bit of exploration, we're all just going to allow ourselves to fold forward. So your head just might hang. You might have a prop that you'd like to pop your head on. Every exhale, can you allow the hips to find more ease? Every inhale, sending more space, more opening down towards the ovaries. Good, nice full breath in here. And let it go. And then slowly pick yourself up. Take your time. We're going to close up the knees and then come onto our back from here. Keep the knees bent. You might want a pillow for your head. Wonderful. Once you arrive, feet are flat on the ground. We're not going to take deep twists because it might not be so nice for our ovaries at this point. But we're just going to gently rock the knees from side to side, and you can gauge your own intensity here. Lovely. Letting gravity help you out, pulling the knees from side to side. This is also a nice little back massage as well. Really nice, everyone. Good. Next time your knees come up through center, we're just going to lift our feet. The legs don't need to be straight. I want you to really feel your lower back connected to the ground. Shouldn't take too much core effort here, so you can keep those knees nice and bent. You might even have them like this, actually. Feet are relaxed, and we're just going to make some gentle circles over our sacrum. Showing our lower back a little bit of love as well. Good, and then circling the opposite way. Really nice. Good, and then from here, bring that to a stop. Take your knees wide, and we're going to come into kind of like a happy baby. So you might grab the front of the knees, just take those knees wide, almost like a reclined child's pose actually. Or you might grab your ankles or your feet and go for a more traditional happy baby. You just want to keep your upper body nice and relaxed. And see if you can relax your core, relax your pelvic floor. Maybe there's little rocks, sways. Lovely, let's take one more breath here. And as you exhale, release the feet. Lovely. At this point, you might lengthen out your legs. You may bring the soles of the feet together if that feels really good. Or if that causes like a pull on your lower back, maybe feet wide and the knees drop in. We're all going to place our hands onto our ovaries and close the eyes. Good. As you inhale, send your breath down to your hands. And as you exhale, empty, empty, empty. Feel your body sink into the ground. Good. With each exhale, relaxing your fingers, your toes. And then feeling that move in towards the center of your body, up your legs, up your arms. Feeling a softness around the chest and the hips. And then feeling it travel, feeling an ease around your womb, your ovaries. And we'll take just a couple of minutes here together at rest. Nothing else to do, nowhere else to be. If you'd like to stay here for longer, please do. Just let this video end. Otherwise, just starting to bring some gentle movement back to your fingers and your toes. Maybe rocking the head side to side. When you're ready, we're going to take a nice long stretch, and maybe arms overhead, feet pointed, have a little wriggle, make some space through the waist. Maybe got a nice big yawn there as well. Well done. And then scoop up the knees. Give yourself a little hug here, maybe a little rock side to side. Good. And then we're just going to gently land on one side and slowly push ourselves up to seated. Meet me in a seat. Let's place our hands back onto our ovaries, closing down the eyes. And just take a moment to notice how you feel now. Has anything shifted or changed? And then bringing your hands together at heart center. Take a nice big breath in. And as you breathe out, bow your head. Take a moment to really thank yourself for carving out this time to connect with your body and your cycle. And whenever you feel ready, slowly open your eyes and welcome yourself back. Thank you so much for choosing to practice this one with me today. I really hope it helped, and I'll see you on the next one very soon.